Ever felt like scratching your skin off? You don't have any bites, no allergies, no welts, but you're so itchy that you want to dig your fingernails from your skin all the way down to the bone. Your family doctor tells you it's allergies and he's sending you for testing, but you're not so sure. You've never been allergic to anything. It's likely you're dealing with invisible stress hives from anxiety, something that's not really recognized in our mainstream medical world. Here are 3 Stoic ways to deal with your overwhelmingly itchy situation. Number 1. Dig deeper to understand. Your body is responding to a more pressure than usual signal. Stress and anxiety are signs you fear the future. It's the concept of dread. What is to come of me or us? Søren Kierkegaard was a 19th century Danish philosopher who believed stress, anxiety, and dread were freedom's actuality as the possibility of possibility. In modern terms, it means stress is caused by worrying and thinking too much. When we start to worry, our nervous system acts up and causes a huge histamine release, similar to, or perhaps even worse, a person who has hay fever. Unlike hay fever, however, your symptoms will not disappear with the change of seasons. Not scratching is almost impossible. Taking antihistamines will relieve the symptoms somewhat, and at night you can take the kind that has diphenhydramine in it to improve your sleep. A good night's sleep calms the nerves and can get the brain back on track to clear thinking. Try to rationalize your thinking. Are these awful things really going to happen if you fill in the blank and play out the silliest scenarios you can think of? The things we fear mostly never happen. Some people find it easier to let go than others. Take a page out of their book. Other people take up meditation, but many are too anxious to sit still and get their brain to focus. Their mind keeps drifting back to the stressful issues at hand. Instead, then, keep a full agenda. Busy yourself with volunteer work at least a couple of times a week. Doing other work will distract you, especially if it has a learning curve. You may meet others with bigger challenges than your own. Hearing about their problems will make your dilemma seem more manageable. Number 2, ask for help. The only way your itchiness, and ultimately the scars you've caused by scratching your body over and over again, will only go away if you take away the source of the anxiety. You likely can't do this by yourself. When you're dealing with issues on your own, you're going to feel alone and lost. Sharing your stress with a good friend can provide relief. Even though nothing has changed in your situation, you'll feel a sense of relief blowing off steam. Your friend may have ideas you couldn't see through the fog of anxiety. Franklin D. Roosevelt borrowed his famous inauguration phrase about fear from American philosopher Henry David Thoreau, who wrote in his journal that nothing is so much to be feared as fear itself. If money is your concern, you don't have to impose and ask your friend for a loan. They may be able to help you with childcare or know of someone who's willing. Their network can help you get a cheaper place to rent or a connection to a second job. In this case, it's about who you know that can provide support. Number 3, deal with it head on. Your first response is to hide, but you can't escape yourself. Your brain will keep reminding you and you'll have the itches to prove it. It's important to get far away from the negative people causing the anxiety in your life, while it's crucial to deal with the issue of stress dead on. Money is the number 1 cause of anxiety in the world, and things could get a lot worse if you avoid thinking about it. Continuing to hide will cause your bills to accumulate, interest and fines to pile up. Eventually, you won't have a choice but to declare bankruptcy. At this point, you still have options. Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca the Younger said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Don't keep fretting. Take action and contact a professional. A bankruptcy trustee or debt consolidation service will give free advice. Even if you don't decide to go this route, just taking the initial step will give you some peace of mind, just knowing where you stand. In this case, what you know will provide you peace of mind. Get counseling. A psychologist can help steer your thoughts onto a different path. Help you see that your fear is making things worse, trapping you in a stressful situation. If you're stuck in a horrible relationship, call Call that 1-800 number and get to a safe place. Whatever is causing your under-the-skin heebie-jeebies, the solution is taking action. Once you're on the path to figuring things out, your brain will know it. You can't fool it. Only when your brain is convinced the stress and anxiety are diminishing will it signal the histamines to calm down. Even if your path is not yet complete, some relief will follow quickly once you've acted, taken a first step. To be itch-free is a beautiful thing. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped your situation.